It's a great honor for me to address the opening of this Aviation Week here in Sudan. It's my first visit, and I know it won't be my last. I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to share with you my personal views and ICAO's views on the dedication and commitment shown by all Sudanese aviation sectors. These efforts have already resulted in important improvements of the safety oversight system of Sudan. The continuous enhancement of aviation safety is a prerequisite for the operational integrity of Sudan's air transportation system and its continued ability to drive sustainable economic and social development, both locally and regionally. I won't go into a lot of detail as the speakers before me very capably outlined the progress, but I will make a couple mentions that I think are noteworthy. Over the 5-year period of 2007 to 2012, Sudan's traffic increased an average of 7.7% per year. That's pretty remarkable growth. With a GDP forecast of 3.1 per annum for 2012 to 2017, Sudan has the potential to contribute to the economic prosperity and the creation of jobs in this state. In addition, a solid and safe air transportation system greatly impacts the connectivity of Sudan to the lucrative global marketplace. Clearly, Sudan will benefit from the growth of the sector, but at the same time, it is the Sudanese authorities' responsibility to ensure that air travel remains safe, and I can see that you're well on your way. Building trust with the aviation community and the traveling public is an endeavor that can be achieved through the continuous enhancement of the aviation system. In particular, I would like to commend Sudan for its efforts towards resolving the safety deficiencies identified by the Universal Safety Oversight Audit Program that was mentioned earlier. This is a program that it works throughout all 191 ICAO states, and every state is subject to a provisional audit and a series of follow-ups. Successful in resolving a significant safety concern by implementing effective corrective action plans in record time. I'd like to say that the global average, so the average of all 191 member states of ICAO, is 60% compliance. So going from 49%, which is well below the average, to 74%, which is quite well above the average, you should be congratulated. The two important improvements mentioned earlier are positive milestones toward the attainment of the aviation safety targets adopted during the Ministerial Conference on Aviation held in Abuja, Nigeria in July 2012 and endorsed by the Assembly of Heads of State of the African Union in January of 2013. The progress achieved by Sudan demonstrates decisive and quick action taken to bring positive changes into your safety oversight system. In particular, I would like to highlight the successful separation between the regulatory oversight functions and the provision of air navigation services effective October 2012. But I would like to also caution that while the separation of services from the regulation is indeed what ICAO likes to see, it's very important that the regulator still regulate those operations. So that's critically important for your future. We highly appreciate the strong commitment and effective actions undertaken by Sudan, but this is an important lasting effort. Sudan is encouraged, and we are your partners in continuing to implement an effective corrective actions and address the safety deficiencies that still remain. Civil aviation authorities and the aviation industry must work together. This is critical. I often say aviation is a team sport. There are a lot of different actors in the aviation system, and working together with a basic, solid strategic planning process for safe and efficient operations, both nationally and internationally, are critically important. Such a process must be continuous with measurable targets and corresponding investments. And I was very pleased to hear earlier that the requested investments regarding your budget have been acknowledged, and you're to be commended. Mr. Minister, I would commend you on that. Thank you very much. Your country, an amazing sugarcane area. And we learned a lot today about the way that you plan in a very integrated way, not only to use the natural resources that you have, but to plan in a longer term context for biological fuels and other byproducts that are helpful both to your country and to the global situation. It's up to all of us together to make sure that air transport leads the way to each state's prosperity and well-being for its citizens. And I wish you the most fruitful aviation this week. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.